Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video. I've been doing this for 50 years, and I can tell you everything you need to know within the subject I'm covering within that period of time. I worked for IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I have a national team of former IRS agents, attorneys, and CPAs, and try to give you insider information when I can. If you want to see me in a coat and tie, you can go to my website at 777irs.com. I've been on the national news a lot to ask for my opinion on things, so you can see all those interviews. I love being on TV, and I love doing YouTubes. A lot of them are just really public service to tell you, and I'm available for representation. If you want to use me, you can. If you don't, you're making a mistake. Anyway, today what I want to talk to you about is, when is IRS going to levy your wages and garnish your income? So as a former IRS agent, that's exactly what I did for a living. There's two types of things that are people that actually levy your wages, and that is either the computer or a revenue officer. Those are the two people really that can do that. I was one of those people. So the computer, though, actually issues more levies. They systematically issue these. So what happens is, when certain bills go out, I'll explain this in a second, the computer just sends the levy out automatically. So this is how this works. So you get a series of notices: a CP14, a 501, 503, 504, and a 1058 letter. If you do not respond to those letters and you bury your head in the sand like an ostrich, then IRS is going to go ahead, their computer, and systematically send out a levy. That's what they do because they've given you that chance to go ahead and call them. But many people are afraid to call them. But if you don't call them, they're going to levy. If you call them, you're better off, because you're going to be able to close your case either by currently non-collectible, by a payment agreement, or you may even be eligible to settle your tax debt. I don't want to talk about that now, but you could be. You can look at all my videos on offers and compromise. I used to teach the offer and compromise program at IRS. So anyway, you need to call when you start getting bills. By the time you get your 504 notice, that's a really scary notice saying that they're going to levy in the next 30 days, and they are going to do that. And where are they going to levy? They actually have your information on you on their computer. If you want to know where they're going to levy, you can find out yourself. Go to irs.gov, pull up your account history transcripts, and find out your wage and income transcripts, and you will see their levy sources are right there. All you've got to do is either hire someone to call IRS and work out a deal, or you can call IRS and take your chances. What is IRS going to want when you call them? They're going to want to see a financial statement. They're going to want to see at the service center a 433F. If the case is in the local office and you get that notice with a revenue officer, they're going to want a 433A. So you can stop all these levies right away. You just got to call them. If you have a large debt, you probably should hire someone. If you don't owe a ton of money, just call IRS, but you're going to have to give them a 433F financial statement, and you'll have to be prepared to document that. So just remember, IRS will levy definitively after the notices: CP14, 501, 503, 504, and then the 1058. They must. The computer sends that out automatically. There isn't a person with your account saying, gee, we got a levy. It systematically happens. If you have any questions, boom, go ahead and hit me up. You're welcome to do that, or available for representation if you need to. Make sure all your tax returns are filed. I need a subscription because YouTube says I need subscriptions. So the reason people ask for subscriptions, believe it or not, YouTube says you're better if you have subscriptions. Thank you.